Denver Broncos Mile High View, no commercials, no bullshit. This is part two in a film cycle for the offensive line. 3 guys I will get in the later rounds because you traded all your picks for quarterback. So we're not going to get the top level guys that I wanted in this draft, but it is what it is. So this is Rhyan, number 74 for UCLA. He is 6'5", 320 pounds. Here's a guy that I wouldn't mind getting in day 3. He is strictly a developmental type tackle that can get better in year 2. I think he's a year 2 starter, year 3 starter. One of the things I found very interesting is that no one is talking about this guy nationally and locally because they don't want to look at players like this. One of the weaknesses I found in Rhyan is his pass blocking ability in terms of speed rushers. So if he goes against guys like a Leonard Floyd, a Joey Bosa, he's going to struggle. But again, that's developmental to me. I think this guy can get better in year 2 if he gets proper development. But again, Denver refuses to develop players. They think they're developing players, but they're not. I think this guy fits perfectly in a West Coast zone running scheme. I've done deep research on these guys, so I apologize if I stutter a little bit, but I've been doing deep research on these players. His foot speed is excellent. His short area burst is one of the best in the draft. And his strong drive blocking in terms of running, his run blocking is one of the best in this draft. I put it up there with the Trevor Penning. Again, Trevor Penning and Rhyan have these 2 things in common. They struggle against speed rushers. When they go against bull rushers that match his strength, he's going to neutralize them immediately. Rhyan is a guy that not a lot of people are talking about. I was just looking up film on these guys, and I saw him pop up, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll take a closer look on this guy, and he really jumped out of the screen for me. Off the screen for me, my apologies. So what I mean by foot speed is his foot speed in terms of able to get to the second level, his foot speed able to recover in certain areas is very developmental in my opinion. His foot speed can be comparable to a Garrett Bowles athletic type if Garrett Bowles had the proper development. But again, he's nowhere close to Garrett Bowles. Rhyan to me is a prototypical stronger version of Billy Turner. And again, Billy Turner 3-5 years ago would be an excellent pick. But Rhyan, stronger version of Billy Turner. Comparable in some of his athletic traits, but needs to get better in pass protection against athletic outside linebackers, especially 5-tech outside linebackers that are in a 4-3. All right, this is part 2 with Rhyan. And one of the noticeable differences that I saw with him and Cam Jurgens is I think that Rhyan really struggles against those athletic outside linebackers. He doesn't do the best when it comes to recovery speed, but when it comes to run blocking, ability to be able to get to the second level when your traits need you to be able to get that short area burst to recover in those short area quickness, 5-tech outside linebackers. Those are the type of things I'm looking for, especially if you're playing right tackle, because to me, in my personal opinion, I think that a right tackle needs to be superb in run blocking and a left tackle needs to be superb in pass blocking. So, Rhyan, again, a guy that, again, no one's talking about, very developmental though. Again, I talked about his short area burst in certain aspects when it comes to athletic outside linebackers. I think his ability to drive block, especially his strength, I think his strength is up there with the Trevor Penning. That's why I compare him to a Billy Turner-esque player with more physical upside. But a guy like Rhyan, I think will automatically springboard the running game, get proper development in year 2. Maybe he can learn under a Billy Turner if Billy Turner stays healthy. If he gets the proper coaching ability to be able to get that proper development in terms of his pass blocking awareness and his pass blocking short area foot speed in terms of recovery technique against a 5-tech and a 4-3 and an outside linebacker. Those are the things I'm looking for. If he gets to better in year 2, year 3, you might have something with this guy. Again, this is strictly a day 3 type of player. I would not take him with the 64th pick overall. I would take him with one of my day 3 picks. But again, this is a guy that I'm very impressed by, especially in the running game. These are the type of players I look at in day 3. What's your ability? Are you going to get better as the game goes on? Or are you just going to flatline as the game goes on? And to me, I think that I think that Sean Rhyan is just like Cam Jurgens, gets better as the game goes on, like Cam Jurgens gets better. I think his polling is comparable to a Dalton Risner when he pulls. I think it's comparable when a Billy Turner when he pulls. But the thing about Billy Turner and Sean Rhyan, the thing that they have in common is they really struggle against athletic outside linebackers that will be able to bend like a Von Miller, that will be able to power rush through their shoulder pads and be able to get to the quarterback. So, again, Sean Rhyan, a guy I would probably take because you can't get Trevor Pennings, you can't get the other players. So, Sean Rhyan, 74, UCLA, 6'5", 320 pounds.